Welcome to the Southern California Prep Insider Basketball Podcast. Tommy and Devin here on a holiday week. I don't even know what day of the week it is, Devin. Playing a little injured right now. Got a little bit of a cold, but I'm going to tough it out. I'm sorry for my voice sounding like this. Devin, how's your week been?
Busy, had the Classic at Damien and Torrey Pines. Between those two, it was a busy weekend of basketball. So looking forward to the Take Flight Challenge this weekend.
Yeah, so no podcast last week, so I'm assuming a lot has changed in your top 10. So update us. What's the top 10 look like?
Yeah, quite a bit. So, 1 and 2 remains the same with Sierra Canyon and Rancho Christian. Sierra Canyon won Les Schwab in Oregon. Rancho Christian won Classic at Damien over Corona Centennial. And Corona Centennial actually jumps to number 3 this week. Only 3 losses, both 2 to Rancho Christian and 1 to Sierra Canyon. Number 4, we're going to have Bishop Montgomery. Number 5, Mater Dei. Number 6, Chino Hills. Number 7, Etiwanda. Number 8 will be Damien. Number 9 is Orange Lutheran, a new team in the top 10. They played well down at Torrey Pines. McCord Maker, a 6'11", kind of center forward / wing, can shoot it from the perimeter. He's made a huge difference for them. And number 10, St. John Bosco. They dropped quite a few spots, but Jonathan Salazar has been injured, and he's a huge part of what they do.
All right, there you go. There's your top 10. Devin, what about your players of the week from last week?
So I'm going to, be Classic at Damien centric since I was there for 3 of the 4 days. The MVP of the tournament was Evan Mobley. Obviously, we all know how good he is, and we don't really need to say much more beyond that. Going down to the gold division there, the champions, Valencia from Magic Mountain. Jake Quiliak is a fantastic jump shooter. He was great all week. And Richard Kawakami, another guy on that team who does a little bit of everything and doesn't really get a lot of pub. Zaire Williams was fantastic in that tournament. He went for 33 and 15 against Etiwanda, which is really tough to do against that defense. And finally, Amond Anderson from Lusinger. He was just stroking it all week. He had multiple 30-plus point games. All
right, there you go. There are your players. We're going to go to our field reports now. We're going to go to all 3 of them and come right back.
What's up, guys? I am here at Tahquitz High School with the head coach, Coach Al Walton over here now. Of course, you guys just finished up the last tournament of the season, the Linfield Cage Classic. A little rough going 1 and 3. How would you say that your team performed this past week?
Well, honestly, the record doesn't speak to the heart and courage of the team. I saw a lot of good things. First game was kind of rough. But the next 3 we're right there. We're right there. A couple mistakes and stuff cost us the games that we did lose. But the way they fought through all the adversity and stuff, I couldn't expect anything different from them. Really.
Of course, with an overall record of 4 and 12, as you mentioned earlier, this is where it all really matters, though, as we head into league play. So, what are you guys really working on as you head into league play?
Well, our team, if you've noticed, we're not very big, we're not very tall, but we're quick. And so that attribute is one that we have to focus on really hard, getting up and down the floor, both on offense and defense. And if we take it to our opponent, whether they're big or our size, I think we have an advantage based on our quickness.
Of course, you have been a head coach for some time now, but would you say that there is any sort of difference during these 2 weeks of holiday season where the guys are, trying to spend a little bit more time with their family? Is it hard to sort of keep them as focused as they are during the rest of the season?
Oh, absolutely. You have to understand that they're still teenagers and they're in high school. And Thanksgiving and Christmas still means a whole lot to them, because most of them are still expecting presents from Santa Claus, right? But, teenagers, man, I love these guys and I respect everything they do. And I have to understand that they're still kids. So their focus is Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. It's really based with their family and stuff like that, and I kind of understand that.
Right. Of course, we all understand. We're all trying to relax and enjoy that time with our families. Right. But now let's, as you started mentioning some of the guys, let's dial in a little bit more closely. Who would you say have been some breakout players this season?
Well, Jaden Hayward and Antoine Sullivan, definitely 2 breakout players. And I point out those 2 simply because we're a team that have never played together before. So this is really, I'm coming in as first year head coach here. These players are learning how to play with one another, finding out what works, what doesn't work. And, so I kind of really rely on those two heavily.
And of course, as a head coach in his first year here, what are you expecting and what can the fans expect here at Tahquitz High School for this 2018-19 season?
We're going to get it in. Hopefully we make it exciting for them. We get a couple more wins and stuff under our belts, and, that little words get out there that, hey, Tahquitz is something to deal with. It might, the record definitely doesn't speak to, how they play. So that's what I'm hoping for. Just some excitement in the community, and having these guys play hard.
And as the guys were mentioning, they're looking forward to adding to those banners all above us. Thank you so much for your time, Coach. I'm looking forward to watching you guys.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I'm here with Coach Bob Toribio, head coach of Newport Harbor boys basketball. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Our pleasure. Thanks for supporting high school athletics.
You're off to a 15-1 start to the season, but obviously there's always room for improvement. What would you say your team needs to work on moving forward?
We got to do a better job in the half court. We love to get out and run, but more and more teams we play, they're doing a better job of guarding our transition, so we got to do a better job of executing in the half court.
This year we are going to see the restructuring of the Sunset League into the Wave League and the Surf League. What are your expectations?
To compete every night. When you got Corona del Mar, Edison, and Los Al on your schedule, that's bad scheduling by the coach. But we're required to play them, so we will. And we'll play them twice, and we'll do the best we can against 3 very well-coached, very strong public school programs.
You have a very strong squad this year with 8 returning seniors. What can we expect from them?
Being competitive and being unselfish. They're a great group of kids to be around. The old guys teach the young guys. They're just a lot of fun every day in practice, every bus ride, and of course you got to see them today. They like playing basketball.
Yeah, for sure. And last of all, you shared the Sunset League championship last year. What is your plan for this year?
We just want to compete. When you those 3 teams, right? Corona del Mar, Los Al, Edison. Every night's a 50-50 battle, and we're just going to try to do the best we can to compete with those big-time schools.
Thank you so much, Coach, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, Devin, game prediction time. We're going to start with some games for Thursday. The first one's going to be Centennial versus Corona.
I'm going to go Corona Centennial on this one.
I'm going to go with them as well. I know it's confusing. They both face the same name, but I'll go with that. The matchup of the Hills, Dana Hills and Tribuco Hills.
I'm going to go Tribuco Hills. Coach Sean Sullins does a great job down there. He really has those guys working.
I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to go Dana Hills. Next game, Westchester versus Redondo. This is a Friday game.
This is the Take Flight Challenge game on Friday, and I'm going to go Westchester. I think they would probably be my number 1 city team, obviously them in Fairfax. If we did city section rankings, I'd probably have Westchester number 1.
I'll go with them as well. We'll see what Redondo can do. Next game is Colony versus Bonita.
This could be a good game, but I'm going to go Colony based on what I saw at Damien. Cedric Altman was great in that tournament, and they have 2 sophomores, Denham Dawson-Jones and Brenton Napper, who are both extremely good.
I'm going to go with them as well. Final game is Alemany and Loyola.
This is going to be another good game. I saw Alemany this week, 2, Brandon Whitney, very good. Jonathan Daniels has been a nice add via transfer. But I'm going to go Loyola with James Keefe and Neil Owens. I like the 1-2 punch there.
Yeah, good team there. I'm going to go with Alemany, though. I just feel like they got it this week. Devin, tell the people where they can find you.
Find me on Twitter at Devin_Ugland. That's UGLAND. And if you see me at Take Flight Challenge, come say what's up.
Please say hi to him. Please give him a little bit of trash talk for his game picks.
Please do.
I always do, too. We'll see you guys next week with more of a normal show. The holiday thing kind of messed everything up, and I'm sick, so I tried. I did what I could. We'll see you guys next week again with a normal show.